In a distant corner of the universe, in a world where faith in God shone with a rare intensity, a demon named Azazel was released from his dark prison. Seeking to spread chaos, Azazel observed how people lived in harmony, filling his heart with anger and envy. He decided it was time for revenge. Azazel began to weave his way among humans, disguising himself in human clothes. He used a melodic voice and a seductive smile to attract the attention of the lost and unhappy. He had become a master of manipulation, knowing exactly how to exploit human weaknesses. In a quiet village, Azazel approached a young man named Luca, who had recently lost his family in a tragic accident. The demon spoke to him in dreams, whispering, "Why continue to trust in God, who did not protect you? Why not seek power within yourself?" His words penetrated deeply into the young man's soul, stirring doubts. Azazel promised people success and power, telling them that true freedom came from shaping their own destinies. Everyone has the right to decide how to live their lives, he said. Thus, doubt began to spread among the villagers. As Azazel gained influence, more and more people began to question whether their faith was justified. A group of young people gathered to discuss truth and falsehood, and the demon seized every opportunity to stir conflict and misunderstandings. Luca, now influenced by Azazel, began indoctrinating other youths, telling them that God would not allow their suffering. This led to a fracture in the community, with some supporting faith and others doubting the existence of the divine. Tensions rose, and the community was on the verge of falling apart. Azazel organized secret meetings in the woods, where he spread his dark doctrines. He began to challenge every biblical miracle, every story of hope, trying to convince people that everything was an illusion. "See? People suffer, and God does not intervene," he said with a wicked smile. The angels felt the presence of the demon and the unrest of the people. An angel named Scifi was sent by God to restore balance. He began appearing in people's dreams, bringing messages of hope and love, reminding them of the divine presence. Scifi tried to convince people not to be influenced by Azazel. He answered their questions, providing evidence of divine love and the power of faith. Every suffering has a purpose, he told them, and God's love is stronger than any darkness. Azazel and Scifi met in an epic confrontation, each with their supporters. The villagers gathered, witnesses to the duel between good and evil, between doubt and faith. Azazel invoked their fears while Scifi shone with divine light. In the midst of the battle, Luca realized that his doubt had been fueled by his pain. He was touched by Scifi's light and, at that moment, chose to believe again. "I cannot be defeated by fear," he shouted, inspiring others. Luca began to speak of God's love, encouraging others to regain their faith. This created a wave of inspiration, and many began to join him in the fight against the demonic influence. People united, shouting against Azazel. The confrontation between the two forces became a symbol of the inner struggle between doubt and faith. Scifi drew strength from the renewed faith of the people, while Azazel began to lose his power. Scifi ultimately defeated Azazel, banishing him back into darkness. The people witnessed the divine power and their regained faith. "God is with us," they shouted, their voices echoing in the air. After the victory, the community began to heal. Luca became a spiritual leader, helping others understand the importance of faith in difficult times. "Together we can overcome any darkness," he told them. Scifi appeared again, bringing a message of gratitude. "Your faith has been tested, but it has emerged stronger. Remain united in love and hope," he said, leaving a bright light in his wake. The community decided to celebrate their return to faith by organizing festivals of gratitude and joy. They learned to support one another in difficult moments, building a stronger bond. Luca became a storyteller, sharing the history of their struggle and the importance of faith. The youth of the village listened with admiration, learning not to be swayed by doubts. Although Azazel had been defeated, the community understood that doubt could return. They decided to remain vigilant and support each other, knowing that unity and faith were key. With each passing year, Faith grew stronger, and the community became a beacon of hope and love. Thus, their story lived on, a reminder of the power of faith in the face of darkness and doubt.